Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name's Jonathan. I make luxury videos, unboxings, and reviews. And today is going to be 5 Louis Vuitton items that hold their value. So let's get into it. So before I get started with today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help my channel grow. I make videos every Friday, luxury content, men's style, luxury unboxings, you name it, it's here on this channel. So if you like that kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to hear the 5 Louis Vuitton items that hold their value, then keep on watching. So the first item from Louis Vuitton that's going to hold its value is going to be anything monogram. So it's no doubt about it that the monogram canvas has been proven to be the most popular canvas that the fashion house does offer. Compared to the other 3 prints that they do offer in Damier Ebene, Damier Graphite, and Damier Azur, it's no doubt about it that monogram is the more sought after print. When anybody thinks of Louis Vuitton, their mind instantly gravitates towards monogram canvas. So it's no doubt about it that the monogram is really sought after when people are wanting to purchase their very first piece. If you do keep your items in a really great condition and you do plan on selling it in the future, it's no doubt in my mind that you're going to be able to recoup majority of your money, if not a little bit more. So depending on how well you keep your items, and if you do end up falling out of love with these pieces, you are able to sell these back and retain majority of your money. So depending on how well you keep your items and how well these items fare in the pre-loved market, there's no doubt about it that you're going to be able to recoup majority, if not more, of your money back. So if you want to invest in some Louis Vuitton, I highly recommend going with a monogram piece because you will be able to recoup majority of your money, as these pieces tend to hold their value the most. So the second Louis Vuitton item that's going to hold its value is going to be none other than the mini pochettes. So actually, since shooting this video, the Damier Azur has unfortunately been removed from the Louis Vuitton website. So now you're actually only able to get it into the Damier Ebene as well as the monogram print. The reason why I think that these hold their value the most is because they are extremely highly coveted pieces and they are really hardly ever available on stock in the website or in boutiques. So if you do get your hands on these, don't even think about it. Just go ahead and purchase them because you're going to regret it later on. Additionally, these have actually been subjected to a lot of significant price increases over the last 3 years. So I do remember purchasing my very first one, which I actually did return. If you watch my very first Louis Vuitton unboxing video, I will leave a link up to here. I actually did purchase one of these for my sister for Christmas 3 years ago. However, she did not like it, so I ended up returning it. And if I recall correctly, back then I had paid about 400 Canadian dollars, and now it is currently retailing for about 690 Canadian dollars before taxes. So just after taxes, this mini pochette retails for about 750 Canadian dollars. So over a course of about 3 years, this mini pochette, has increased almost double in price. So I highly recommend, if you do get your hands on a mini pochette, don't even think about it, just grab it. See how you could work it into your lifestyle, and if you really can't, then go ahead and return it. However, these do hold their value the most because they are highly coveted in a lot of people's collections. As you can see, I do have 3 of them in my collection just because I do enjoy these pieces and I did want to have them in my collection. So these do hold their value. I know if I don't end up using all 3 of them, I could eventually sell them in the future and make majority of my money back, if not a little bit more. So the second item from Louis Vuitton that's going to hold its value is going to be the mini pochettes. The third item from Louis Vuitton that I think holds its value the most is going to be the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. More specifically, the size and the Damier Ebene and the monogram print. The reason why I don't think the Damier Azur holds its value is because, in my opinion anyways, Damier Azur is a really acquired canvas, so not a lot of people tend to gravitate towards that one. However, the size and the Damier Ebene and monogram prints is, in my opinion, the more popular size, just because a lot of people do find the GM really big and the PM size really small. So most people, when they think of Louis Vuitton Neverfull, they do gravitate towards the size and in the monogram or Damier Ebene print. This bag, I think, really does hold its value just because when anybody thinks of a Louis Vuitton tote, their mind immediately goes towards the Neverfull. I know a lot of people have a controversial opinion and thinking that the Neverfull itself is considered a basic bag, but in my opinion, I don't think it's really basic. I think it's a really cute bag. I think it's really classy. It's really upscale, and you can definitely dress it up or down depending on the occasion that you're going for. So in my opinion, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull is going to be number 3 on this list. So number 4 on my list is going to be none other than the Louis Vuitton key pouches. So it wouldn't be a list if my key pouches did not make it on there. In my opinion, the reason why I think the Louis Vuitton key pouches hold their value is because a lot of people attribute the key pouch as a really entry-level piece when they're wanting to start a Louis Vuitton collection. So these are really hard to come by, and actually, unfortunately, as of shooting this video, the Dame Azur is no longer available on the Louis Vuitton website, so you're only able to get it into these 3 prints. However, the reason why I think that these do maintain their value is because they are, like I mentioned, a really good starter piece if you're starting a Louis Vuitton collection, as well as they can be used in several different ways. You can put your keys in here, you can put cards in here, you can use it as a bag charm. There's so many different alternatives of ways to use this piece that make it really worth the price point. And much like the mini pochette, these have been subjected to a lot of recent price increases. So I do remember when I first started collecting and got my very first Louis Vuitton key pouch, it was about 200 Canadian dollars with taxes. And now it is hovering at about 360 Canadian dollars with taxes. So it's like almost doubled in the years that I've been collecting. So definitely recommend checking out the Louis Vuitton key pouch if this is something that you do fancy. You won't regret it. These definitely do, in my opinion, hold their value. So last but certainly not least, the number 5 item that I think truly holds its value the most out of everything that I've showed you today is going to be none other than the pochette accessoire. So it comes to no shock, I think, if you guys are familiar with the Louis Vuitton community or if you're just new starting out. A little bit of a backstory for this guy is this piece has gotten the most significant amount of price increases over the last 4 to 5 years, in my opinion. So this piece usually was about 500 Canadian dollars, I want to say about 5 years ago, and now it is currently retailing for about 1,370 Canadian dollars. This has almost tripled in price in the last 5 years, and this bag is extremely hard to come by. So that makes the pre-love market for these items skyrocket. I see a lot of people selling vintage pieces for about 800 Canadian dollars, and the vintage pieces are not in the best condition for my taste anyways, which goes to show how coveted this pochette accessoire is for people's collections. So if you do get your hands on this piece, I highly recommend doing so because you won't regret it. This piece is, in my opinion, is going to continue to skyrocket. It first was classified as an SLG, a small leather good, on the Louis Vuitton website, but in recent years has actually transitioned to the handbag section. So now Louis Vuitton is classifying this as a kind of like a handbag. It does come with a strap, but I actually don't keep the strap on it. I do store it in a separate dust bag, so that's why I never show it on the videos. But this is now actually classified as a handbag, so Louis Vuitton is going to start pricing this as a handbag. I will not be surprised if in a couple of years this bag gets to about 2,000 Canadian dollars, just because of how everybody is intending on using it, and where the retail price goes up, you know the pre-love market is going to follow suit. So number 5 on this list is going to be none other than the pochette accessoire. So I highly recommend getting yourself a pochette accessoire if you have the chance. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. This was my 5 LV items I think hold their value the most. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.